Hey guys, so happy Sunday. And there's been a lot of action going on in the crypto markets as we're actually speaking. Bitcoin is back to the 28,000 mark, 28,915 as of the time of this recording. Ethereum has dropped below the 1,800 level, it's at 1,769. And you have BNB at 300, Cardano at 0.45, Solana at 42.34. Doge is back at the top 10 at 0.08. Polkadot is below 10 at 9.39. Avalanche is at 24. Polygon is at 0.5775. That being said, allow me to update you and give you broader context also on what's going on with Bitcoin from a technical analysis point of view. And one of the reasons why we look at Bitcoin because it's the largest crypto out there and how Bitcoin goes. The rest of the crypto market will follow in terms of dominance. By the time I'm recording this, Bitcoin dominance is at 46%, Ethereum is at 17.9%. And I don't know if you know this, but from the first time that I've been actively um, making videos on cryptocurrencies, there were about 6,000 cryptocurrencies. Now there's about 19,631 cryptos already across 526 exchanges already. So there's a lot more cryptos that are being created as time goes by. No? And what's very interesting about that is um, not all of them, in my opinion, over the next 10 years would be relevant. And that's why it's highly important that you spend a lot of time studying the cryptos that you're getting into because it will be the good ones, the ones with utility, the ones that have a really good set of investors also that are part of them that will be relevant as time goes by. So, that being said, let's look at the charts. And if you guys have any questions about this, I'm gonna try to make more. As you've seen, I've been making more technical analysis videos ready again because a lot of you guys have been asking it. Now, let's look at this entire trajectory of Bitcoin, spanning from the top of last October, November 2021. So as you can see right here, this was in its entire push after the correction of May 2021. So just an entire historical background into all of this. May 2021, there was FUD about China about its mining ban, which brought the markets from 64,000 all the way back to 28, and this is what we're actually seeing here. Then after that, it started to push up again with a lot of development news. Ethereum, the new protocols that they rolled out. Then a lot of people at some point were excited about what was happening with developments also in other L1 chains, and there were metaverse announcements, and that's what pushed markets to at least for Bitcoin a top of 69,000 over from 28,000 somewhere around June July to around 69,000, and I think that brought a lot of excitement to a lot of people as well. But as you all know, no one can predict where the market would go. And at that point, when it was zooming, people were actually believing that it could hit 100,000, 130,000, and that would be the top of Bitcoin. But similar to that, since no one can actually predict that what would happen, what we could actually just get from all of this is that there are historical contexts, and from where we are right now, 69,000 looks to be at the top as of this point in time. Now that being said, after hitting the top of 69,000, we started to see a downtrend, which moved from October to February 2022. It was 3+ months of a downtrend. Then after that, it started to consolidate. It started for those who are new to this consolidation. Sideways markets are markets where there's really no significant pull either upward or downward. There's no breakout, there's no breakdown. There's nothing to it. It's relatively flat. And one of the things that depicts certain movements in sideways markets is it has a hard time breaking out from a significant resistance. And the significant resistance here is the 200-day moving average. So as you can see here, you have the 200-day moving average here, the gold line, which is blocking it. And as it hit this level of very, very strong resistance, it started to push down. And as it started to push down, it also broke the other smaller moving averages that we had, the 25-day and the 7-day moving average. However, what's so interesting about that was this was its sideways market somewhere around the end of December to here, May 2022. What's interesting, if you'll allow me to zoom in further, it broke below the channel, the 34,000, 35,000 support range. And that being said, after breaking that, it's starting to form and consolidate another support level here, which is about the 28,000 mark. So we are forming a smaller, albeit a relatively not so, there's not as much volatility after the breakdown that happened in May 8, 9, 10, 11, which brought the markets down. What's so interesting about this, and I think what people need to watch out for, is you have a support level here, but if this support is broken, then it will validate this. Allow me to draw this line here. You can connect this together. You can connect this. It will validate that it's trying to form another downward. Uh, it, it, it's forming another downward trending slope, and depending on how you want to perceive it, or how you're looking into it, um, the breakdown there may lead into longer and bigger strides of downward movement for Bitcoin. And if you try to look at it also from this perspective, MACD is below zero. It really hasn't shown us any indication yet of a reversal upward. So for those who are into technical analysis, just a brief review that for MACD, it has to be above the zero line cross to denote that the market that you're actually watching is moving from bearish to bullish. What's interesting though, if you try to analyze it also, is there was already a change in direction. But in my opinion, the change in direction that was there was from this breakdown into something that was moving sideways. So the breakdown here pushed the markets from 40,000 all the way to 28. And if you notice it also, this was from May 5 to somewhere around May 12. Then from May 12 to where we are now, there really hasn't been much movement. So key things to watch out for: this support level, it must hold. If it doesn't hold, then it validates that there might be legs to a longer downward move for Bitcoin. If it holds over the long term, or at least for the short to mid term, then we may see this type of range, a very, very small and thin range, unless it breaks out from this level, the 31,000 mark. And if it breaks out from that level, the new resistance will be around 34, 35,000, to, I guess, to watch out for, or at least to consider as a longer and bigger range. So thinner ranges won't give you as much spread if you want to buy and sell. The longer the ranges, it will give you more spread if you want to buy and sell. However, the waiting times might be longer. But for those who want to accumulate and who are in it for the long term, and please do remember this, that from an investing standpoint, not a trading standpoint, Bitcoin, the technology doesn't change, but the adoption and institutions just getting into it just become bigger and bigger as time would go by. So if you are a person who's looking at it from a technology standpoint, sideways markets where there isn't a lot of large swings upward or downward allow you also to pick this up, allow you also to accumulate at certain levels, also that there's a certain level of price stability that's happening towards it. So that's where Bitcoin is right now. If you have more uh, I don't know, requests for other cryptos, put them down below, and I'll try to make videos on top of that. But that's a general consensus for Bitcoin right now. Sideways, consolidating. It's close to oversold levels, but it has already bounced from oversold. MACD is below zero. It's below the 200, the 7, and the 25-day moving average, and it's consolidating without much momentum. So if this sounds a bit like jargon to all of you and you want to learn more about technical analysis, links are down below for two things. Number one, I've written books about technical analysis. They're available via Shopee and Lazada, or you can get this also via an online course that I created, which is on demand that you can watch anytime. It's a technical analysis course, which applies for both for the stock market and the crypto markets as well. And if you want to try and you want to invest in Bitcoin, links are down below. And if you want to store Bitcoin in a hardware wallet, check it out. We have Decent, which is a biometric wallet that you can actually check out too. So that's it for now. I hope that this was something that was insightful for all of you. This is Marvin Germo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, and God bless you all.